Hi guys, happy Friday. Welcome to 5-Minute Fridays with me. So today, I just wanted to talk about showing up for yourself beyond just the business. I know we spoke about personal branding yesterday with Manny, and I kind of just wanted to continue that conversation when it comes about just self in general, right? So for me, showing up for myself meant waking up early, working out, having time to journal, having time to meditate, and just be with myself, right? That was something that I had lacked on so much in the last couple of months that I was losing myself in the midst of trying to be a mom, trying to be a business owner, trying to, keep a household together, trying to be a daughter. I was losing myself, and which is your personal brand. Because if you don't know who you are and you can't remember like what makes you you, there's no way that you can build a personal brand because you don't know. You're living off the expectations of other people, and you're living for other people, right? So you're not living for yourself. So some of the things that I did to kind of protect my personal brand or protect self was I learned boundaries. I learned how to say no, even when I wanted to say yes so bad. I noticed that I needed to give myself time for me. And I'm a giver. I love doing things for people and love doing things for my family, but at detriment to myself. So I chose to be strategic about what I said yes to and what I said no to, just for my own mental health. Another thing that I decided to do was pamper myself at least twice a month. And within that, you kind of build your self-awareness and your self-confidence a lot more, which helps you in turn be more confident to be on the forefront. And when you don't feel pretty as a woman, it can totally affect how you present yourself to the world. You become more secluded. You kind of hide a little bit more in your shell, because you're not liking how you're representing yourself to the world. Some people can operate through that. I'm just not a person that could. And I think I attribute it to more so of being an introvert, because at most times, even as an introvert, we tend to not want to be bothered with so many people. And that's just like our own internal feeling that we have. But also, I think sometimes it's because of confidence and being able to be self-aware and being able to be comfortable with who we are as introverts. Sometimes that affects us, and we just don't want to be bothered because we overthink, we analyze a lot. And I notice a lot of people that tell me they're introverts as well. They're like an A-type, just like me. Like they're so like tunnel vision. They so want to do everything. They want to know everything. They like to be the organizer most of the time. So sometimes they look like and they seem like, oh, they're outgoing, they're not afraid, but most of the time we're just really introverts that know how to get things done. So for me, it was also self-care. And another thing that I figured for my own personal branding was to represent who I was just fully and honestly out in the world. So when it comes to like my marriage, and having a strong black marriage and have strong black love, presenting my children out to the world, and some of the things that we go through with them. My son, he has special needs, so trying to operate through that and trying to still, be strong and be powerful and be patient and be understanding. Sometimes those are some of the things also that I'm starting to present to the world, because that's part of who I am. And that's what makes me me. And I know there's so many people who can relate to a lot of those things. And also sometimes even representing, some of the highs and lows you have. I did something talking about how I was having some issues with like doubting myself. And it was just like, I don't think I can do it. It was like imposter syndrome to like the fullest. And those are things that we have to learn how to operate through when it comes to our personal branding, and how to show up for ourselves, is that we have to make ourselves accountable for some of these things that we go through. So beyond just the business, I think changing and editing who you are as a person and self-reflection is key. Beyond the business is great, but I think once I'm starting to learn to be happy with me and how to edit things in my life to make me be the person that I want to be and the person that I envision, it just totally helps the business. Like, people relate to that. And once people start relating to you, it's something that I'm learning, they automatically want to be able to help you or to utilize what you're offering, because not only is what you're offering great, but you're a great person. So that's just things that like I've been working on when it comes to my personal brand, and having my personal brand supersede the business. Because if the business was to go, if I was to sell the business tomorrow, I'm still stuck with me. Like, you have to love you, right? So I'm still stuck with me at the end of the day. If everything was to leave tomorrow, do I like who I am? Do I like what I'm representing in the world? Do I like, how I am? And that's things that kind of affect and help with personal branding. So that's what I'm doing now, and that's my 5-minute 5. It's a Friday, so I hope to have you guys come back on next Friday, and we'll talk about whatever's on my heart. Today was about personal branding and how to fix my personal branding and how to operate within that. So I just hope that you guys will be back on next Friday for our 5-minute Friday. Peace, be blessed, be great on purpose. Was it good?